make everyone aware that I intend to file a disclaimer of responsibility for the authenticity of anything I say this afternoon. A father, a grandfather, a song composer, a musician, singer, reverend, doctor of divinity, and a pastor. He has served in the last mentioned capacity at 5 churches, including Risen Savior.
The first thing that struck me about Pastor Steve when I came on as vicar over 2 years ago, and with him as my vicarage supervisor, was his dedication to the ministry and to his call, and to the people who he served.
This room, Pastor Steve, is filled with people who love you. Not only because you're our pastor, but because you're our friend. Don't I look cute?
John and Betty are all dressed up in their Sunday best and anticipating a great dinner after church services. All the while, his love for music continued as he sang in the Concordia Choir. He will probably never be up for an Academy Award, but he does ham it up better than any trained actor. And in the 10 years he has served Risen Savior Lutheran Church. John Steve has a lifetime commitment. Retirement will come from on high. Thanks for the memories, John and Judy. You are keepers.
I want to bring my dear friend, Dr. John Stieve, and his wife and family, warmest greetings from the English District of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and the wider Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. And I want to thank you for honoring this man for 40 years of faithful service. Beloved, that's getting to be a rarity these days. These people have devoted a tremendous amount of time and expertise together working on the board of directors of our district. Let's give them a round of thanks.
Come to know John as a good friend. Judy as well, been very, very supportive to myself and my family. You missed my installation though, John, and I will forgive you.
I see his administrative ability, his concern for each individual member of the congregation, and his strong work ethic.
Emergency trip to a dentist office. The pastor was in a rush, as I said he sometimes is. And he told the dentist he did not want to miss any part of a New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox baseball game that was to be on TV within the hour. He also told the dentist he did not have time to wait for an anesthetic to take effect. The dentist must have thought to himself, this guy must really, really be goofy or a very, very brave guy to have a tooth extracted without using anything to kill the pain. But the dentist did not comment except to ask the pastor which tooth had to be pulled. With that, Pastor Steve turned to Judy and said, "Open your mouth, dear, and show him."
Be invited to share your special day, your celebration, Pastor Steve. I wish to bring you back to the days when I believe you told me one of your children played this piece.
And what I also found out right away
was that I got a lot of inspiration and vision and motivation from him. What I also found out was that he was there when times were tough. He was there when times were really good. He was there when the economy got bad. And he supported us as an agency. He supported me as the Chief Executive Officer. And he really gave us inspiration to keep going.
Pulpit that is in our church right now.
Pastor, you know, these are tough times for us. And our church has really been skimping, and we're waiting for that February 6th date for that more room for the minister or something like that.
Have you ever driven along on a freeway and you had one of those big Peterbilt 18-wheelers come up behind you and you feel a car going like this? You know, it's either pick it up and move it or get out of the way. Right? That's what working with John Stieve is like. Always very subtle. You seldom hear him coming, but you can feel him. But it's a lot of fun working with him. I've learned a lot from him. He has a real talent for working with people.
It's been a long, hard road. We've had our ups and downs, some downs, one or two ups. But he's everything everybody said about him. He is wonderful. He is a hard worker. And I like to go out 3 times a week now.
It's wonderful to see the ministry that my dad has shared with so many, touched so many lives. I know we as kids are proud of him, proud to be his children, and proud to be brought up in such a loving Christian family by both mom and dad.
I knew when I got here on time I'd be late. Because in Green Valley, the only time you're on time is early, and especially in this congregation. First of all, I give thanks to God for calling me to be his child, for calling me to holy baptism. It was also on the 17th of September. And I thank God for that I am his child. And then I thank God for Christian parents. I think I learned not only love for people and appreciation for social ministry from him as I observed his work, but I also saw my mom doing it as a volunteer at nursing homes and hospitals and playing her fiddle and singing and so on and so forth. So I thank God for you, Mother, and for my parents. This is a congregation where I don't have to depend on asking people on Monday or Tuesday how they felt about Sunday, because you tell me on Sunday.
Thank you all for honoring Pastor Steve with your presence here this afternoon.